the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will take the field first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they're able to get him down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Spins away from the defense. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Doak. Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Blue Devils had this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking
a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part. They got it, it's blocked. And they scoop it up. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Allen. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Seminoles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the field.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Sperry. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Quick completion to the right. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Handoff from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
And a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The give from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to find the end zone. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll run the screen, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Duke. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The play action fake. He's looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Dropping back, it's Sperry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to put one on the screen. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's first down from the 37-yard line. The give out of the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Run the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They punted away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It's a running room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Berry. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner will be dragged down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Flips it out on the screen. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gain.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Berry. Floating away. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude...
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And it It's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Berry. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, no! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Petty. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. It's a seam, wide open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rojas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Rojas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Berry. Here's the pressure. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big jump, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down if they don't. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback making checks. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone contact. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to 27.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down.
There he goes! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play of the drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Tyler. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down to throw. Working the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Going up top again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down.
Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.